Let's do the poem A Thing of Beauty by John Keats. Let's talk about the poet John Keats. He was born on 31st October 1795 and he passed away 23rd February 1821. He was an English romantic poet. He was one of the second generation poets. His poems were not generally well received by the critics during his lifetime. His reputation grew after his death. His poetry is characterized by sensual imagery, most notable in the series of Odes. Now, background of the poem. Based on Greek mythology about a shepherd named Admion, his quest for his love, Diana, and how in his quest he falls in love with earthly maiden who later turns out to be Diana herself. A Thing of Beauty summary. The summary of the poem is as follows. A Thing of Beauty is a poem taken from the poem titled Admion, a poetic romance written by famous poet John Keats. The poet says that a beautiful thing is a source of endless joy. It has eternal beauty which never fades away. A beautiful thing is like a shady shelter which gives us a sleep full of dreams, good health, and relaxation. Our attachments to the earthly things are like a flowery wreath. They are traps which bind us to the materialistic things and keeps us away from eternal happiness. The earth is full of hatred, greed, and negativity. According to the poet, the gloom and the sadness caused by this negativity fades away with the positive vibes of the beautiful things that surround us. The poet lists out some of the beautiful things that surround us. As the saying goes, beauty lies in the eye of the beholder. He says that the numerous creations of God, like the sun, which gives us energy, the moon's beauty, the trees, which gives us shade, are the natural beauties around us. The various animals, like the sheep that surround us, make our world lively. The pretty flowers, like daffodils, make the world green and lively. The flowing streams of water cool and refresh us in the hot summer season. The forests, which are full of pretty musk rose flowers, are a beautiful sight to the eye. All these are the things of beauty. Also, the stories of the brave soldiers who laid their lives to protect their people are beautiful and inspiring. These beautiful things are like a fountain of immortality bestowed upon us by God. They inspire us to live on and maintain our faith in goodness. Now let's move on to the line by explanation. A thing of beauty is a joy forever. Its loveliness increases. It will never pass into nothingness, but will keep a bower quiet for us and a sleep full of sweet dreams and health and quiet breathing. The poet says that beauty stays forever. It never fades away. Rather, it increases with the passing time. The perception of the poet regarding beauty is that it never goes off with the passing time. Rather, it beautifies more and more. For the poet, beauty is like a beautiful shady tree under whose shade all the creatures can sleep peacefully and enjoy good health. Therefore, on every morrow we are wreathing a flowery band to bind us to the earth, spite of despondence, of the inhuman dearth, of noble natures, of the gloomy days, of all the unhealthy and over-darkened ways made for our searchings. Yes, in spite of all, some shape of beauty moves away the pall from our dark spirits. Means, the poet says that every day it is the beauty which fills us with the spirit to live. It is the beauty which builds the desire in us to live, though there are sad moments and cruel people around us So, here the poet wants to say that without beauty, the earth will be full of cruel people, sad and gloomy moments. It is the beauty which is created by God which helps us to remove the sadness from our hearts. Such the sun, the moon, trees old and young, sprouting a shady boon for simple sheep, and such are daffodils, with the green world they live in, and the clear rills that for themselves a cooling covert make, gainst the hot season, the mid forest break. Here the poet describes the beautiful things which are present on earth. These are the sun, moon, trees, flowers, daffodils, and the rivers. The poet says that all these things are like a blessing bestowed on all the creatures by earth. He further describes that the trees provide us with their shade, flowers with their beauty, and rivers with their coolness during the hot summers. All of these are the beauties of nature which are like a boon for us. Rich with the sprinkling of fair musk rose blooms, and such too is the grandeur of the dooms. We have imagined for the mighty dead all lovely tales that we have heard or read, an endless fountain of immortal drink pouring onto us from the heaven's brink. The poet further carries on with the description of the more beautiful things present on the earth, such as the beautiful musk roses, which have such a nice fragrance. Then he describes the tales of all the mighty warriors who laid their lives for their countries or for humanity. He says that these beautiful things are the gifts from God for all of us. They are like a nectar given by God to us. These are those beauties which are immortal and give us a reason to live on this earth despite having so many sorrows in our life. I hope you like my explanation. So do like, share, subscribe my channel.